Okay, 34 can go into 97, so we're going to put it into there. 34 is close to 30, and this is about 90, but since there's a 4 here, that would be 2. I'm going to try twice. 2 times 4, and notice I'm putting the 2 above the 7, saying that I'm going into 97. Oh, and we forgot to put our decimal here, right above where it should go. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. And 29. And now we're going to bring down our 5. And we basically took this 29 and put it over into the tenths place, so it's really 295 tenths. And we're going to be putting our answer in tenths because it is tenths. This is 295 tenths, so our answer will go in our tenth spot. 34, again, this is about 30, and this is about, say, 300, or we could say this is 30, and, or 3 would be the closest one. I'd probably say about 8. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 3 is 27. 23. And now we bring down our last digit, an 8. Okay, again, this is about 30. And a 3, so we're trying to find closest multiple, and probably 7. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 2 is 23. Our next one, go into 55, 34. And again, put your decimal right above. 45 can go into 55 once. And we are going to have 10. We're going to take this 10 and we're going to take it over to the tenths place. And if we bring this 10 over to the tenths, it will be worth 100 there, plus this 3. So it's really 103 tenths. So our answer is going to go right here in the tenth spot. 45 is about 50, and I know that 50 can go into 100 2 times, so we're going to try 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. I'm going to have 13 remaining. Oops, I didn't mean to borrow there. All right, and now we bring down our last digit, and that's a 4. And I think, let's see, it's about 4, and that's about 12, so I'm going to say 3 times, because I know 4 can go into 12. So 3 times 5 is 50. And actually, I wrote this wrong. This should be a 5. Should have brought down that 5. Please make sure to write down your numbers correctly. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. Okay. Now these ones, we know that 520.3 divided by 43 will give us 12.1. Now this one is 10 times less. These two. And then we're still dividing by 43. It's the same. So if this is 10 times smaller than this number, then we need to make our answer 10 times smaller. So here are the numbers. The decimal was here, and I need to make it 10 times smaller. So all I have to do is shift it one place, and it would be 10 times smaller. So that would be my answer. Now here, we're comparing these two numbers. This one is 10 times more. So our answer is going to be 10 times more. So our answer was 53 with the decimal here. And if I want to make it more, I'm going to shift it. So my 5 now goes to the ones place. So it's actually 5.3. 3 now. All right. Word problems, the next page. Okay. It says, the Aon Center in Chicago, Illinois is one of the tallest buildings built in 1973. Notice they're just putting extra numbers in here to try to trick you. It is 1,136 feet high and has 80 stories. If each story is equal height, how tall is each story? So we know that is a total of 1,136, and it is being divided up into 80 stories. Okay, so the 80 can't go into 1 or 11, so we're going to have it go into the 113 here. Okay, and we know it can go into 113 one time. 1 times 80 is 80. And subtract. That's 3, and I end up with 33. Now I bring down my 6. 80, and I know that 8s can go into a 32, and this would be close, so I'm going to try a 4. 4 times 80 is 32, 320. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 8 is 32. And I will have 16 remaining. So we don't want a remainder because this isn't going to be a whole foot. It's going to be a partial. So I'm going to go ahead and put a decimal here. Decimal here. And I'm taking this 16 and I'm going to put it in the tenths place. If I put the 16 in the tenths, it's actually going to be 160 tenths. So now I know that 80 can go into 116. 8 goes into the 16 twice. 2 times 0, 2 times 8 is 16. So each story is 14.2 feet. Tall. All right. This other hotel, another one of the world's tallest buildings, was finished in 1999. Again, they're just adding extra numbers that you're not really going to need. And it is 1,053 feet high with 60 stories. If each floor is the same height, how much taller or shorter is each floor? Okay, so we need to divide this up by the 60 stories. Okay, 60 can't go into the 1, the 10, so we're going to have it go into 105, and it can go into there only once because 2 60s would be 120. That would be too much. So 1 times 60 is 60. Now I need 40 more to get to 100, so it's 45 remaining. If you can't do that in your head, we'll just do that. 5 minus 0 is 5. 10 minus 6 is 4. Now we bring down our 3. Okay, and 60, so we're looking for a multiple of 6. I know this could be close to 42, and 6 can go into 42 7 times. 7 times 0, 7 times 6 is 42. And you have 33 remaining. Again, this is going to be a partial amount. We don't have a remainder. So we're going to put a decimal here. And we're saying we're in the tenths place. If I take this 33 and put it in the tenths place, it will really be 330 tenths. Now I need to think how many times 6 can go into, I see, I'm going to try 5 because I know 6 can go into 30. So let's try a 5. And I'm putting it in the tenths place because this is really 330 tenths again. 5 times 6 is 30, your extra 0, or 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 6 is 30. And we are going to have 30 remaining. Again, we're going to take this now and go into the hundredths. If you take 30 tenths and put in the hundreds, you will have 300 hundredths. And 60 can go into the 35 times. times 0 is 0. 5 times 6 is 30. Okay, so the height of this one is 17.55. The height of this one up here is 14.2, so I'm going to line them up and I'm going to subtract. This one was shorter, this one is taller. So I'm going to line my 14.2. I'm going to put a 0 placeholder right there so all of the digits have something lined up with them. 5 minus 0 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Put your decimal there. 7 minus 4 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. So, Arab Hotel is 3.35 feet taller. Alright, and that concludes this lesson.